Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first match in the quarterfinal of the TPDCO Tourism Quiz 2022. I am your host, Javon Keys. It's Mount St. Joseph's Prep from Manchester up against Little Bay Primary from Westmoreland. The TPDCO Tourism Quiz provides an opportunity for children in the primary level of education to familiarize themselves with our tourism product. The quiz will not only test their knowledge of Jamaica's tourism, but it will focus on core subject areas of mathematics, science, language arts, and social studies. We started with 16 teams, and now we are down to 8. Let's meet our team, starting with Mount St. Joseph's Prep. Please introduce yourselves.
Good morning. My name is Joseph Zachary Evans. I am 11 years of age, and I wish to be an archaeologist when I grow up.
Good morning, my name is Desiree Tracy. I am 11 years old and I wish to be a psychologist when I grow up.
Good morning, my name is Shade Frith and I am 11 years old. When I grow up, I would like to be a dentist.
Good morning, my name is Aliana Clark. I am 11 years of age and in the future I wish to become a scientist.
Thank you so much, Mount St. Joseph. Now let's meet Little Bay Primary.
Hi, my name is Casey Thompson. In the future, I would like to be an entrepreneur.
Good morning, my name is Tanisha Ledevin, and in the future, I want to be a marine biologist.
Hi, my name is Marika. I'm nursing. When I grow up, I would like to be a doctor.
Hello, my name is Savannah German, and in the future, I would like to become a veterinarian.
Thank you so much, teams. Now let's get straight into the action. Earlier we had the coin toss and Little Bay Primary lost. Actually, Mount St. Joseph won the coin toss and they opted for Little Bay to go first. Now in section 1, both teams will be asked questions alternately with 10 seconds to answer. For each correct answer, they'll gain 1 point. This section lasts for 6 minutes, so let's have 6 minutes on the clock, please. The teams again will have 10 seconds to answer. We begin with Little Bay. Tourism attractions: in which Jamaican parish is the Frenchman's Cove Resort?
St. James.
Incorrect. Portland. Mount St. Joseph. Tourism attractions: in which Jamaican parish is the Golden Eye Hotel?
St. Elizabeth.
Incorrect. St. Mary's. Spanish. Little Bay. What is the English translation for Bienvenido a Jamaica?
Welcome to Jamaica.
Welcome to Jamaica.
Correct. Spanish. Mount St. Joseph. What is the English translation for Donde se hospeda?
Where are you staying?
Correct. Jamaican Affairs. Little Bay. Which local private sector organization uses the abbreviation JMEA? Time's up, Little Bay. Would you like to try Mount St. Joseph?
Jamaica Ministry of Entertainment Association.
Incorrect. The Jamaica Manufacturers and Exporters Association, JMEA. Mount St. Joseph. Jamaican Affairs. Which local business organization uses the abbreviation PSOJ? Ten seconds have passed. Would you like to try Little Bay?
No, thank you.
The answer is the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica. Adventures of Sprucey and Limey, Little Bay. The Jamaica yellow boa snake is poisonous. Is this statement true or false?
False.
Correct. Sprucey and Limey. Mount St. Joseph. Limestone is the dominant type of rock in Jamaica's cockpit country. Is this statement true or false?
True.
Correct. Tourism Enhancement Fund. Little Bay. The JCTI is a division of the Tourism Enhancement Fund, an agency of the Tourism Ministry. What does JCTI stand for? Incorrect. The Jamaica Center of Tourism Innovation, Mount St. Joseph Tourism News. Some of the JCTI's courses are held in conjunction with the AHLEI. What does AHLEI stand for? 10 seconds have passed. Would you like to try Little Bay?
No, thank you.
The answer is the American Hotel and Lodging Educational Institute. Little Bay, general knowledge, what is the capital of Nigeria?
Belmopan.
Incorrect. Abuja. Mount St. Joseph, general knowledge, what is the capital of Ethiopia? The 10 seconds have passed, Mount St. Joseph. Would you like to try it, Little Bay?
No, thank you.
The answer is Addis Ababa. Social studies, Little Bay, which two men led the British takeover of Jamaica from Spain in 1655. Incorrect. Admiral Penn and General Venables. Social studies, Mount St. Joseph. Which pirate was named as a lieutenant governor of Jamaica in the late 17th century?
Admiral Blake.
Incorrect. Sir Henry Morgan. Visit Jamaica. The Tabby Resort is located in which tourist resort town in Jamaica?
Algerius.
Incorrect. Negril. Visit Jamaica. G-Jam Hotel is located in which tourist destination in Jamaica? Mount St. Joseph.
Ocherios.
Incorrect. Port Antonio, Portland. Mathematics. Little Bay. A certain number is divided by 11 gives a result of 12 and a remainder of 7. What is the number?
What is that, 39?
Just in time. Correct. Mathematics, Mount St. Joseph. A certain number divided by 9 gives a result of 13 and a remainder of 6. What is the number? And the 10 seconds elapsed just before your answer. Would you like to try Little Bay?
Yes, thank you. 123.
That is correct. Sports, Little Bay. Which Jamaican athlete is nicknamed Mommy Rocket?
Usain Bolt.
Incorrect. Mommy Rocket is Shellian Fraser Price. Mount St. Joseph. Sports. Which Jamaican football coach is nicknamed Tapper? Former Reggae Boys coach Theodore Whitmore. And that's the end of section 1. The scores are Mount St. Joseph on 2 points and Little Bay on 4 points. Stay with us. The first of our quarterfinals in the 2022 TPDCO Tourism Quiz continues after this break. But before we go, here's a special tourism tip. If a tourist wishes to drive in Jamaica, he must have a valid driver's license issued by the country he lives in. Always wear your seatbelt while driving and ensure that all passengers are wearing their seatbelts too. That's our TPDCO Tourism tip. Please stay with us.
Tourism is the lifeblood of Jamaica. The Tourism Product Development Company Limited, TPDCO, the organization responsible for the development and enhancement of Jamaica's tourism product, celebrates personalities that have contributed to the growth of this most vital sector. Join me, Marlene Stevenson-Daly, for Jamaica's Tourism Titans, an extra special podcast that takes you on a journey with those titans who have made or continue to make their mark. Jamaica's Tourism Titans on Anchor Podcast every other week. Don't miss it.
Welcome back. You're watching the first of our 4 quarterfinal matches in the 2022 TPDCO Tourism Quiz. The scores are Mount St. Joseph on 2 points and Little Bay on 5 points. Of course, there are some changes to the scores because in section 1, I asked the question, the ex-Tabby Resort is located in which tourist resort town in Jamaica? I said Tabby, so the judges have asked a new question and Little Bay has gained a point. It's now time for Section 2, Tourism in 90 seconds. In this section, each team will get 90 seconds to answer as many questions as possible, with 1 point for each correct answer. Again, we begin with Little Bay. What is the name of the park located in Halfway Tree Square in Jamaica? Mandela Park. 7 years ago, a hotel celebrated its 15th anniversary. What anniversary will it celebrate in 6 years' time?
28th anniversary.
Correct. What does the Spanish "que la pase bien" mean in English?
Pass.
Have a nice day. Which popular tourist attraction in Jamaica was originally called Las Chorreras by the Spanish?
Dodge River Falls.
Correct. A football team from the USA comes to Jamaica for winter training. This is an example of what specific type of tourism?
Religious tourism.
Incorrect. Sports tourism. In which Jamaican parish is the Cinchona Botanical Gardens?
Pass.
St. Andrew. Jamaica developed the Resilient Corridor in the tourism sector in 2020 in response to what crisis?
Pass.
COVID-19. Is the Coco La Palm Hotel located in Montego Bay, Ocho Rios, or Negril?
Ocho Rios.
Incorrect. Negril. In which city is the headquarters of the World Tourism Organization, WTO?
Pass.
Madrid. What is the Jamaican name for the salted mackerel cooked in coconut milk with fresh herbs and spices?
Down.
Correct. That's the end of your 90 seconds, Little Bay. Let's head straight into the 90 seconds time frame for Mount St. Joseph. What is the name of the park located near Parade in downtown Kingston?
Emancipation Park.
Emancipation Park.
Incorrect. St. William Grant Park. 9 years ago, a tourist attraction celebrated its 16th anniversary. What anniversary will it celebrate in 80 years' time?
25th.
Incorrect. 33rd. What does the Spanish question, ¿de dónde es?" mean?
Where
Where are you from?
Correct. Into what body of water does the Duns River Falls empty?
The sea.
The incomplete? The Caribbean Sea. A group of overseas visitors come to Jamaica to explore our caves and mountains. This is an example of what specific type of tourism?
Recreational.
Incorrect. Ecotourism. In which Jamaican parish is the Claude Stewart Park?
Pass.
St. Mary. What is the name of the app created in 2020 to facilitate travel authorization to Jamaica due to COVID-19?
Explore Jamaica.
Incorrect. Jam COVID. Is the South View Hotel located in Port Antonio, Treasure Beach, or Ocho Rios?
Treasure Beach.
Correct. In which U.S. state is the headquarters of the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association?
Florida.
Correct. Scotch bonnet is the name of a type of which spicy fruit used often in Jamaican cooking?
Pepper.
Correct. What? And that's the end of your 90 seconds. Mount St. Joseph, and the end of section 2. At the end of section 2, the scores are Little Bay on 8 points and Mount St. Joseph on 6 points. The final section is up next, and that will decide our champions in this match. The 2022 TPDCO Tourism Quiz returns after this break.
Wood-fire cooking, Anansi stories, and the pulsating rhythm of our sounds all resemble the Jamaica we know and love. This is why TPDCO places emphasis on community tourism development. With its unique offerings and potential to generate income for local communities, this type of tourism invites you to get up close and personal and experience the magic of Jamaica. To learn more about community tourism, visit www.tpdco.org or call 968-3441.
Welcome back. You're watching our first quarterfinal match in the 2022 season of the TPDCO Tourism Quiz. The scores are Mount St. Joseph on 6 points and Little Bay on 8 points. Now let's go straight into section 3. In this section, teams will alternately select questions from 4 categories. They're namely Team Jamaica, Math, Social Studies, and Discover Jamaica. Each category will have 3 questions worth 2, 4, and 6 points respectively. For every correct answer, teams will get the full point value, but will lose half the point value if the answer is incorrect or if they fail to answer. For example, if a team selects a question worth 4 points and the answer is correct, they will get 4 points, but they will lose 2 points if the answer is incorrect. So it's really risk or reward. Teams will have 10 seconds to answer each question, and we begin again with Little Bay. Choose your category and question.
Sprucey and Limey 4. Sprucey and Limey 4.
Sprucey and Limey, 4 points. Reggae icon Bob Marley grew up in Trenchtown in Kingston. By what other name was Trenchtown known?
Government Yard.
Correct. Mount St. Joseph, choose your category and question.
Sprucey and Limey 6.
Sprucey and Limey, 6 points. The big one. What is the name of the oldest public building in the town of Falmouth in Trelawney?
Trelawney Parish Church.
That's correct. Little Bay, choose your category and question.
Sprucey and Limey 2.
Sprucey and Limey, 2 points. And that ends all the questions we have in the Sprucey and Limey segment. The Blue and John Crow Mountains is home to the world's 2nd largest butterfly. What is its name?
The giant swallowtail butterfly.
That's correct. Mount St. Joseph, choose your category and question.
Social Studies 4 points.
Social Studies for 4 points. Jean-Claude Duvalier was a former president of which Caribbean country?
Haiti.
Correct. Little Bay?
Social Studies 4 points. Discover Jamaica for 2 points.
Discover Jamaica, 2 points. Which Jamaican artist created the sculpture Horse of the Morning? Sorry?
Peter Tosh.
Incorrect. Edna Manley. Mount St. Joseph.
Social Studies 2 points.
Social Studies, 2 points. In what year was the Jamaican national hero Marcus Mosiah Garvey born?
1832.
Incorrect. 1887. Little Bay?
Discover Jamaica 4 points.
Discover Jamaica, 4 points. Which parish is west of Clarendon?
Portland.
Incorrect. Manchester is west of Clarendon. Mount St. Joseph.
Social Studies 6.
Social Studies, 6 points, and that closes out our Social Studies section. In what year was Kingston and St. Andrew amalgamated to form the Kingston and St. Andrew Corporation, although they remained separate parishes?
2005.
Incorrect. 1923. Little Bay?
Discover Jamaica 2 points.
We only have Discover Jamaica 6 points available.
Mathematics 2.
Math, 2 points. What is the name given to an angle which is more than 180 degrees but less than 360 degrees?
Right angle.
Incorrect. Reflex angle. Mount St. Joseph?
Mathematics 4.
Math, 4 points. A hotel shares a giant cake with 49 slices in the ratio 1 to 2 to 4 among 3 sets of guests. What is the largest number of slices given? Your time's up. The answer is 28. Little Bay?
Discover Jamaica for 6.
Discover Jamaica, 6 points, and that closes out our Discover Jamaica section. The creator of the legendary James Bond character wrote over 12 of his novels in Jamaica. What was his name? Ian Fleming, which leaves us with math, 6 points for Mount St. Joseph. What is the perimeter of a square lawn on a hotel property with one side measuring 12 meters?
48 centimeters.
48 meters would be the correct answer, not centimeters. That there brings to an end section 3, and overall an end to our first match in the quarterfinals of the TPDCO Tourism Quiz. The scores are Little Bay on 7 and Mount St. Joseph on 7. Of course, we'll check those scores and we'll be right back.
Tourism is the lifeblood of Jamaica. The Tourism Product Development Company Limited, TPDCO, the organization responsible for the development and enhancement of Jamaica's tourism product, celebrates personalities that have contributed to the growth of this most vital sector. Join me, Marlene Stevenson-Daly, for Jamaica's Tourism Titans, an extra special podcast that takes you on a journey with those titans who have made or continue to make their mark. Jamaica's Tourism Titans on Anchor Podcast every other week. Don't miss it.
Welcome back to our first quarterfinal match in the TPDCO Tourism Quiz 2022. Our scores are Mount St. Joseph on 7 and Little Bay on 7 points. So it's a tie and we have to break that tie. So we'll be asking questions and the first team to indicate their willingness to answer will gain a point. If the answer is incorrect, they'll lose a point. We begin with Spanish. How do you say I am Jamaican in Spanish? Mount St. Joseph.
Soy Jamaicano.
That is correct. And the tie is broken. It means Mount St. Joseph is on 8 points and Little Bay on 7. Congratulations to Mount St. Joseph and very, very, very well tried to Little Bay Primary. Of course, at this time we ask the captains of both teams to come forward and do a COVID-19 friendly elbow bump. So after our exciting tiebreaker, the scores are Mount St. Joseph on 8 points and Little Bay on 7. Congratulations to Mount St. Joseph and well tried to Little Bay. And that's the end of our first quarterfinal match in the 2022 season of the TPDCO Tourism Quiz. Please join us next time for a second quarterfinal match where St. Peter and Paul will face off with Mount Alvernia Preparatory. I'm Javon Keys. On behalf of the entire team, take care.